Ready? It's showtime.
What makes a shot interesting? Is it the subject? Is it the lighting? As many different types of stories there are to tell, there are just as many ways to tell them. So let's talk about how you can tell your story through compelling shots and what are some of the key shots you should know. Oh my God, just like walking around like a crazy person. So we're going to kick things off with the medium shot. Now this is about connecting the audience with your characters. So when you think about framing, you're going to frame them from the waist up. This is going to be basically what it looks like to have a conversation with someone. So if you're having two characters engage in a dialogue, that'll be the shot you want to go to. These shots are, wait for it, close up on your subject. This is usually meant for any situation where you're wanting to convey serious emotion between two characters or two subjects. Now if the medium shot is going to be from the waist up and the close-up is going to be of the face, then the medium close-up is going to be from the torso up. This is the ideal shot for a reaction. It puts the viewer right in the same space as your character. And consider that reaction an emotional payoff for whatever just happened to them in the story. The medium close-up puts you right there. The extreme close-up. Okay, that's way too close. I don't like it. Think the features on your face, like your eyes, your nose, sniffing. Point is to direct your audience to exactly what you want them to see. There's no room for speculation or obscurity. Think of this as the director spoon-feeding the audience with plot. Next, the wide shot. The wide shot is perfect because it shows the character's environment, what's around them immediately. If you're ever filming a walk and talk or an action scene, you'll most likely want to use a wide shot to get everything that you want, all the information in the shot. The extreme wide or the extreme long. This is taken from a long distance and think of it as a way to impress your audience and showing the scale and scope of the world that you've created for those characters. Most of the establishing shots that you see are extremely wide, which reminds me. One of the beauties of thoughtful cinematography and direction is using shots to inform your viewer with no dialogue or narration. The establishing shot is the perfect way to set the scene, letting your audience know this is where our characters are and this is where the scene will play out. This is to take the audience, moving them with the character through the scene, usually showing off a multitude of different characters and different things happening. There are several ways you can do this. You can use a gimbal, a Steadicam, you can even use rollerblades. Or you can go handheld. If you want to see some examples of good long take, here are some directors that have really perfected the art of this camera move. Now this is a more niche type of shot. You won't see this in everything. And you're certainly not going to see this in a super serious or dramatic scene. A lot of the time this shot is meant for laughs. And a lot of the time the character ends up looking at the camera, breaking the fourth wall. But the point is to alert the audience to whatever you want them to look at. Point of view. Point of view flips the camera into the hands of the audience. Kind of. The camera moves and breathes as if it's one of the characters in the film. This is a brilliant way to put the viewer in the driver's seat and demonstrate how a character sees the world through their perspective. Now there are entire movies that are shot like this, but the technique works like a charm when you throw it into the right place. Don't be afraid of point of view shots. Highly underrated. Highly underrated. They're underrated. Alright guys, I hope you like this video. easily pulling off the Spike Lee shot at the beginning. That was the best part of making this.
I feel like that's not going anywhere, man.
Oh my god. If I fall.
Okay, look, I think we.
Some of his get really weird though.
So look at work.